Todd and Lindsay, let's close on security. How does Cradlepoint truly address security for IoT and private LTE networks?
Yeah, sure. The important thing to recognize about IoT is it's showing up in many different forms in many different places. For example, I talked earlier about an example of a restaurant embracing a bunch of sensors to better manage their infrastructure and food safety and productivity. Well, they could either build a separate network, in which case LTE is perfect. It's the ultimate parallel network, complete segregation of traffic at a spectrum level. But they could even integrate it all into one network, and that's really what we've designed in our edge solutions, is a portfolio of security capabilities, from segmentation to filtering to zone-based firewalls to web content filtering, IDS, IPS, and even, as we mentioned earlier, NetCloud Perimeter, which is specifically designed to secure IoT connections from the edge to the cloud. All of that is available within a single edge solution, all managed from the cloud under a single pane of glass. So if you're a fairly lean IT organization, it makes deploying IT now really an easy thing for IT people to do, relatively speaking, because it's all there. Connectivity, security, and now the connectivity directly to the cloud.
And I'd add this software-defined perimeter methodology. It's codified by the Cloud Security Alliance, but what it's doing there, the problem it's solving is Internet protocol. And what do I mean by that? Well, when IP was designed way back when, they didn't have bad guys hacking. And so the problem they wanted to solve at the time was simply connectivity. So they created this model of, well, connect and then secure, then authenticate. Well, that then becomes the problem, because anything that's visible on that network, a pivot attack through phishing, I get your credentials, that's how all these breaches, most of them happen, is through that. So what SDP, our NetCloud Perimeter, does is flip that paradigm. It authenticates before it connects, so it's invisible. So it provides this bank rate encryption, but even then, you can't even see it. You can't even get to the network. It's invisible. How can I hack something I can't get to?
Yeah, it's invisible because of its own address space, yeah.
Exactly.
So how does Microsoft and your Microsoft partnership provide an extra layer of security and peace of mind for your customers?
Well, of course, Microsoft and the IoT, Azure IoT Central, really addresses security of the data when it gets into the cloud. And there's a lot of challenges there, and their Azure platform does that very, very well. Our role, of course, is data from the acquisition at the edge from the sensors, and then get it all the way to the cloud and maintaining security on that whole path. So the two solutions work together really well, and doesn't require having a security expert to be able to secure IT infrastructure. It's just part of the solution on both sides.
Well, I think the last element around that I'd jump in on is the partnership between Microsoft and Cradlepoint here is even cemented from an ease of use standpoint. Because we integrate with Active Directory, then we deliver that as a LAN. So even though these sensors may be all over the world, if the IT administrator knows how to use Active Directory, their whole methodology, and they know how to manage a LAN, they don't have to do anything new. It's just a lot easier for them to get this deployed. It's really a cool way to go.
It goes back to the IT, OT, make it easy for them.
Exactly.
Nice.
Bring them all together like peanut butter and chocolate.
Thanks for your time.